When did you know you were big enough that people could use your platform to manipulate the masses? Was there a moment where you're like, somebody hit me up and you're like, oh, fuck, I'm big enough that I need to start being watchful or wary?
I just it was like a slow burn. You know, over time, I figured it out.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't like right in the beginning, early days, I'd have anybody on. Oh, Holocaust isn't real? Come on. Tell me more. After a while, people started getting mad. And I was like, okay, I don't agree with them. Jesus Christ, I have to have people on that I only agree with. This is going to get boring. Yeah.
This guy who was one of the guys that used to go to the pool hall was this disgusting pervert. He was disgusting, and he played some pretty decent pool, but he was what they would call a scary ass. Like he would never make a bet unless he was absolutely sure he could win. So everyone was always trying to con everyone else. Like even the hustlers, they would try to hustle each other. They'd talk shit to each other. Bitch, I'll give you the 8, 9, and the break. Step the fuck up right now. I'll give you 2 to 1 on the money. And they'd make these crazy propositions with each other if they didn't get any action. And this one guy was like the most scary. He wouldn't play anybody unless he had just everything locked down. But he would play like regular people would come in off the street. He would try to get like he looked like he was out of shape. He looked like a degenerate. He looked like he was falling apart. But he was a super fucking creepy pervert. And he would pay old ladies, like old homeless ladies, to jerk off in their face. He would give them like $5 or $10, and you know, like the lady he was talking about, like she was saying, "I'm a grandmother. I can't believe you're doing this." He'd go, "Shut up," and he'd come in her face, and she's an old homeless lady, and I go, "You're jerking off in an old homeless lady's face." He's like, "I love it. I love it."
That
and
sounds
she's
like
crying.
Fun. It really
He was
does.
like saying
Fucking
she was
crazy.
crying while he was coming on her face. "I'm a grandmother," and he's
Listen, they all cry in the bathroom and they're washing that fucking goo off their face. They all cry in the
she's like a fucking 65, 70-year-old lady, and he's jerking off in her face, and she's homeless. A 65-year-old homeless lady, and he's coming in her face for $5.
You think about it. When somebody just comes in your face and you're in the bathroom washing it up, what are you thinking about your life? Like, he really loves me?
Hey, Moose, where you from?
Don't talk to moose, by the way.
What?
Because they're the one animal that will kill you in the deer species.
What?
They'll chase you down and kill you.
But how would they kill
They're
me?
deer?
They'll stomp you to death. Moose they regularly stomp people to death. It's a normal thing. Most people avoid them at all costs, but if you fuck up and you're too close to a moose, they'll come for you. They're different. They're different than any other wild animal because they deal with wolves. So they're like real good at stomping. Real good at just stomping the fucking shit out of things. That's what they have to do. If you want to stay alive, if you're a moose, you gotta stomp the fucking shit out of everything near you. So if you're talking shit to a moose in a parking lot in Anchorage, Alaska, if you're talking shit to a moose in a parking lot in Anchorage, Alaska, you might get stomped to death.
Yeah.
That's real.
That's not Will
happens.
Smith, bro. That's not a little slap. That's a stomp.
They stomp you.
It's a Mr. Miyagi right there.
They're 1,800 pounds when they're the giant bulls.
Yeah.
I might have made that up.
I'm just saying correct.
I know.
Oh, she's got cum in a bowl?
It's a friend.
It's a friend,
She's like, I'm
yeah.
not in a relationship. A friend did this for me.
A friend.
What a nice
Yeah.
guy.
Well, listen, I would say, honey, I'll come in the bowl for you, but honestly, the best way is you just suck it out. That way you get it all. I mean, just for your sake. You know what I mean? You
I
don't
know.
wanna-
I have a feeling a lot of guys feel that way
Let me
too.
watch this.
Yeah, I know.
This isn't porn. I'm not into watching people eat cum.
I know.
It's weird because outside of porn, it's disgusting.
I think
But
in porn, by the way, when it's like 8 dudes in a glass, that is fucking
God.
gnarly.
Oh, those are my
shit.
favorite. I have those
You like
bookmarked.
those?
No. I have them all bookmarked. Oh, there's not enough guys. Only 8 guys. She's hungry. Feed her.
And how do you think Penny Pincher will do? You think he'll participate too and get those in?
You mean, are you saying Ari?
Yes. Or Shafir.
I think he'll participate. I think he'll probably come in, like hot. He'll be very excited about doing this. He'll
Yeah.
talk a lot of shit.
Talk a lot of shit.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Bert will come. That's why we can't have a competition. It's Bert. If I was just competing with you and Ari,
Yeah.
I'd be like, we'll just have some fun.
Yeah.
But with Bert, I'm like, I want you to die. You talk so much shit. I'm like, I'm going to take you to the depths of hell. I'm like, you have no idea. When I set off my alarm in my gym, because I sweat so much, it set off the fire alarm. I was doing 7 hours of cardio, and I watched John Wick 50 times. I just kept watching John Wick.
Just getting through that thing.
Yeah. Kept watching John Wick.
Yeah, it's fucking
And
rad.
just fucking and thinking of Bert. Fuck you. Fuck you.
There's so many great clips that are going to come out of this online.
No, my uncle makes everybody hands down look bad. Like he drove me. Yeah, it's amazing. No rice, no nothing.
Just
Like
eats real healthy.
He's been juicing for 50 years. He's like, these fucking jackoffs, they think they invented something. Me and Jack LaLanne had a talk 50 years ago, and he told me about juicing.
Did he really ever talk with Jack LaLanne?
Said he bumped in.
Jack LaLanne was the guy that was doing that a long time ago. He would take like a fucking giant bowl of vegetables and juice them down.
Juice him down. So my uncle said when he came out here in 50-something, he came out here to be somebody's maintenance man. He was working in New York as a maintenance man in a building, and an actor lived in the building that was a soap opera guy. And he goes, I got a big house in L.A. Could you come out there and be a maintenance man? There's a house there in the back for you. You could live back there. My uncle's like, fuck it, I don't want to live in New York anyway. When he came out here, then the guy had some TV show. So my uncle would go down to the studio, and he said he met, that he was, like in Spanish, it's really funny. He was telling me how he was mesmerized with Jack LaLanne. This guy used to do push-ups with one fucking hand, you know. Like the Cubans, that's huge. He was a fucking savage. And he always said then that you always should eat a carrot blended or something.
Yeah.
So my uncle said, what? And the onions. I mean, I heard Jack LaLanne used to go fucking
Garlic, yeah.
garlic. It's a shame. And he was the original juicer. So he's been juicing. He juices. He only has a certain. He hasn't eaten sugar in 50 years.
The word is that Jack LaLanne would fuck everything that moved.
Female or male?
Male.
Oh.
No, female.
Well, you know, when I was a kid, I remember waking up, and that motherfucker had an exercise show at 9 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
with the suit.
Oh, yeah.
He had the suit, so you never know. I don't know.
Jumpsuit?
The little
Yeah.
fucking jumpsuits.
No, he would, he was eating healthy before everybody. He was working out like deep into his 60s and 70s. He was doing stunts where like for his 60th birthday, he towed like 60 boats behind him, like swimming. He did a bunch of really crazy shit like that. Like he was in incredible fitness, incredible shape. But yeah, fucked everything. You couldn't go near him, even when he was older. Which makes sense. I mean, why would he be so motivated to have such a great body, like deep into his 50s and 60s? The
Dog,
guy
if you
was a
work
fucking
out that
animal.
much, you know you're fucking horny as
Fuck. Yeah, your
Especially
testosterone's flying.
when you throw metal around and shit,
yeah.
and push-ups and pull-ups. You
Jumping
got
jacks.
dick for 3 or 4 people. You really do. You really do. When you lift weights and shit, like when I was going at the kettlebell gym, like really like the fucking deadlifts and shit, I had dick for days. Like I could jerk off, give somebody a stabbing, and at 2 have to bang one out again standing up. That's the worst. You got to bang one out standing up in your bathroom, hiding against the door and shit.
Yeah, there's something pathetic about jerking off standing up. I haven't done that in a long
Oh,
time.
that's a disgusting way when you have to bang one out in the shower and then you lay. I like hotels because you lay down on your back and it just comes on you like a fountain. You don't give a fuck. It's your own cum.
My married friend, since he has to do it into the toilet, like he does it on his iPhone in his bathroom because of his girlfriend.
Oh,
Like,
that's-
oh my
yeah,
God.
he should be shot in home.
God, that's sad.
I would never just shoot it into a toilet. You gotta play with it.
Well, see, the thing is too about like when you're away, like if you go away, like if you do like a comedy or something like that, where you go on the road, you come back home and you miss your girlfriend, you miss your wife, you're looking forward to seeing her again. But when you're with someone all the time, and you can't even jerk off because like you're at work all day, you can't jerk off at work. You get home, she's home. You're there together every night, day in, day out, the monotony and the grind, and then you're jerking off into a toilet. There's just something just defeating about it. It takes all the zest out of life. You're just hiding in the bathroom. Why are you in there for so long? What are you doing
I
in
don't
there?
like that. I like working. I like working.
Let me.
off
I
in
have to
different
get
places.
a Q-tip. What are you? Why is the door locked? What are you doing? You've been in there for 5 minutes. What are you doing? You're in there just concentrating, jerking off, downward jerking, because you don't want to miss the toilet. You don't want to shoot all over the top. You don't want to upper deck your load.
I don't think that's accurate about that. I've jerked off everywhere.
For me, it's Connecticut. I don't go to Connecticut.
Yeah, you told me
Hartford?
that. You told me.
Connecticut can suck my dick.
The whole city or just
the whole
a club?
state.
The whole state.
Oh, sorry, state.
No disrespect to anybody in Connecticut.
No disrespect.
No disrespect.
I did it like
But
3
you know.
times this year.
Yeah. Woof.
Yeah.
All those people, you know where you live.
I did UConn. I had a great time at UConn. I did the college.
Yeah, a bunch of people from somewhere else.
Yeah.
That are stuck in
Yeah,
Connecticut.
that's true, that's true.
If I could guarantee that they'd bust people in from New York and Boston, I'd do a show there.
So you would never do the Foxwoods?
Oh, boy. Yeah, Foxwood.
Where are you most excited about to go on this tour?
I like Texas. Well, I mean, I like going places where it's fun.
Yeah.
There's something about Connecticut that's just bleak.
Yeah.
There's like a lack of opportunity. There's just something bleak about it. It's almost like an illegitimate state. It's like a highway between Boston and New York. That's really what it is. And it always feels like that when you're there. It just feels weird. Like there's a like almost like there's a sadness that permeates the show. Even when they laugh, like,
Yeah. I love that you hate a place that much.
Yeah.
An old lion can't control the pride anymore. And the way they lose the pride is they get fucking mauled. They don't give it up. They get mauled. So, and it's often like 2-3 on 1. The other cats will jump on him because he was like the asshole that like ran this whole thing.
It's like when Whitey Bulger got transferred to general population. Right. And they beat him with a padlock and a sock for being a fucking rat piece of shit. And he was like 80-something years old. Yeah.
I used to do Taekwondo with a guy that was one of his hitmen.
Seriously?
Oh, yeah.
Back in like Boston?
Oh, yeah, back in Boston. He asked me, I was his instructor, and he asked me, like, if you're going to kill somebody, where would you hit him? And I go, like, I guess, like, the neck. He goes, yeah, the neck, I think. Now, I knew that he was involved in some sort of organized crime at the time.
I don't want to ever shoot a Joey Karate video. They were fun to do, but I did what I did, now I moved on. I did cocaine. It was fun while I did it, but now one day I made a decision. People don't want to make a decision. People don't want to...
I'm with you on everything with Joey Karate.
You know,
those Joey Karate videos are fucking tremendous.
But what I'm saying is, you just move on. It would look weird if I still put a gi on and threw
You should do Joey Jiu-Jitsu.
and said Joey Jiu-Jitsu. I thought about it. But
Joey Jiu-Jitsu is a good idea.
Jiu-Jitsu is so bad.
It doesn't matter. It's
Joey
even
Karate,
funnier.
at least I had a sidekick.
No, but you
You know what I'm saying? At least I had a sidekick.
No, you
With
could-
Joey Jiu-Jitsu, what am I going to do? I'm going to be in
No.
a guard.
You fucking grab a guy and you pull him into your guard. And you start working a clock choke, but you lose it. The guy gets on top of you. You fuck, I can't breathe. You tap out. Listen, do what I say, not what I do. Trust me, cocksucker. I'm trying to give you good technique over here. My grip is bad. I've been jerking off my right hand. I'm out of sorts. You can come up with a bunch of ways to make jiu-jitsu hilarious.